Building a humanoid that can walk is difficult. Building one that people actually feel comfortable standing beside may be even harder. That is the challenge DroidUp is taking on with Moya. The robot is designed for places where interaction matters throughout the day, including hospitals, eldercare centers, hotels, museums, and schools. Moya can walk with a controlled human-like gait, while its eyes and face remain active during conversation. DroidUp wants the robot to guide visitors, communicate with patients, and remain close enough to support social interaction. Only about 50 units are expected in the first release, with prices starting near $173,000. Moya is an expensive test of whether approachability can become a real robot feature. Behind Moya is DroidUp, a Shanghai robotics company, also known as DroidUp. The company created the robot for social companionship and public interaction, rather than one narrow task. DroidUp sees Moya working in eldercare, healthcare, education, hospitality, museums, and research. What makes the idea unusual is that Moya is not fixed to a desk or placed behind a screen. It can move through the same indoor space as the person it is speaking with. That allows the conversation to continue while the robot walks beside a visitor or turns towards someone nearby. DroidUp is trying to build a humanoid people can accept at close range. The movement starts with Walker 3, the latest version of DroidUp's bipedal platform. Its earlier Walker 2 frame earned bronze at the 2025 Beijing Humanoid Robot Half Marathon, giving the company useful experience in balance and long-distance movement. Walker 3 takes that foundation in a softer direction through lattice muscles and tendon-assisted actuators. Instead of depending only on heavy, rigid gears, the design transfers force in a way that copies how muscles and tendons work together. This helps reduce stiffness and gives Moya a smoother rhythm while walking. On the floor, DroidUp claims Moya reaches 92% human-like walking accuracy and moves at roughly 1.9 miles per hour, 0.83 meters per second. Around 100 degrees of freedom support turns, gestures, and posture changes across the full body. Those numbers still come from the company rather than an independent test. Moya is also designed for flat indoor surfaces and cannot climb stairs or handle rough ground. Its walk is not built for speed or athletic demonstrations. Every step is tuned to look calm and controlled around people. Once Moya begins interacting, the face becomes more important than the walk. Around 40 degrees of freedom are dedicated to facial blending and expression. These movements allow the robot to blink, wink, raise its eyebrows, nod, and smile. It can even create a reaction that resembles a light blush. People read these signals almost instantly, so a small change around the eyes can make the same sentence feel more attentive. Would you trust a humanoid robot like Moya to guide an elderly family member through a hospital or care center? Comment below and tell me why. Hidden behind the eyes are cameras that track faces and help Moya maintain eye contact during conversation. The visual setup can also follow small changes in expression and mirror part of what it sees. DroidUp's cerebellar control model coordinates the face with the walking body. One layer manages balance, while another handles expression. This matters because many expressive robots look convincing only while standing still. Moya is designed to keep the face active while the body continues moving. Touch adds another layer that cannot be understood through a video. High-grade silicone covers the body and bends with movement instead of sitting like a hard shell. Heating elements beneath the surface keep the skin between 89.6 and 96.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold plastic immediately reminds someone that they are touching a robot. Moya's warmer surface is meant to make the same moment feel less mechanical. Under the silicone, soft layers imitate fat and muscle, while a ribcage-like structure gives the upper body a more natural shape. Full-body electronic sensors help Moya detect contact when someone reaches out or stands too close. That could be useful around seniors or children because the robot needs to react safely in crowded spaces. The modular body also allows DroidUp to adjust facial features and overall appearance for different roles. The intelligence behind Moya is built around what DroidUp calls an artificial amygdala. The idea comes from the part of the human brain linked to emotional processing. Moya studies facial movement, voice tone, and the situation around it before deciding how to respond. The goal is not perfect emotion reading. It is to give the robot enough context to avoid sounding disconnected from the moment. Conversation runs through an onboard large language model that supports longer exchanges instead of one short answer at a time. Moya can continue a topic and adjust its response based on tone or expression. DroidUp also says the robot can react when someone appears tired or stressed, although that ability still needs proof outside controlled demonstrations. Around 6 hours of battery life gives Moya enough power for a partial shift in a hotel, museum, or care setting. The strongest use cases appear where people need guidance and steady interaction. In eldercare, Moya could provide conversation, reminders, and simple support when staff are busy. Hospitals may use it to guide visitors or explain basic information. Schools could use it for language practice, while hotels and museums may deploy it as a high-end greeter or guide. Research labs could also study how people respond to eye contact, warm skin, and expressive movement. Reality still places several limits on that vision. The silicone skin and heating setup may be difficult to maintain over long periods. Moya is better at gestures than useful manipulation, and there is little evidence that it can handle demanding physical work. Constant sensing creates privacy concerns because the robot may collect faces, voices, and emotional signals. People may also form attachments to a robot that only imitates care. The closer Moya feels to a person, the more carefully those risks must be managed. If Moya remembered your mood and continued the same conversation hours later, would that feel helpful or too personal? Tell me below. For now, Moya remains a limited pre-commercial product. DroidUp is expected to open pre-orders in the fourth quarter of 2026 with an initial batch of about 50 units. Pricing is expected to begin near $173,000 or around 1.2 million RMB. Deeper customization could push the final cost beyond $200,000. That price keeps Moya outside the normal consumer market. Hospitals, research laboratories, luxury hotels, and museums are more realistic first buyers. They are paying for expressive movement, touch sensing, heated skin, and a conversation layer designed for close interaction. At this stage, Moya is not a mass-market service robot. It is a premium test of whether human-like presence can create enough value to justify the cost. Moya shows how humanoid robotics is moving toward a more personal kind of presence. DroidUp is combining walking, expression, and touch inside a robot designed to remain close to people. With only 50 units planned and a starting price near $173,000, Moya is still an early experiment. But this field is changing quickly, so subscribe to Next Gen Humanoids as we track which of these human-like robots can prove their value in the real world. Moya represents one direction built around warmth and physical connection, while other companies are approaching the same goal through different forms of movement and intelligence. UB Tech is trying to bring humanoid robots closer to everyday human life. The company held its 2026 global launch event in Shenzhen under the theme "Love is Eternal," and the presentation was built around the idea of human-robot companionship. More than 50 full-size, ultra-bionic humanoid designs were shown, with different appearances, body types, and heights ranging from 5 feet 3 inches to 6 feet 1 inch. UB Tech was showing that U1 can take different forms instead of being limited to one body style or one appearance. UB Tech used the event to show U1 as a customizable humanoid platform where the appearance, body style, and interaction design can be adjusted for different users and different environments. The robots had human-like faces and silicone skin with expressive eyes that could blink and react during interaction. Their head movement and natural conversation features made the lineup feel much more personal than the industrial humanoids we usually see. The stage performance was also designed to show movement, not just appearance. UB Tech built a large immersive launch space with a futuristic visual setup and used the robots in a fashion show-style presentation. The U1 robots walked beside human models and showed full-body movement that felt more natural than many social robots that only move their head or arms. Then the event moved into a human-robot waltz performance, where the robots had to manage timing, balance, arm movement, and body coordination in front of a live audience. This kind of presentation is important for companion robots because the illusion of life breaks very quickly if the movement feels delayed, stiff, or unsafe. UB Tech was not only showing realistic skin and faces, the company was trying to prove that U1 can combine appearance, motion, and interaction into one full humanoid experience. During the launch, the company also shared a clearer picture of production and delivery. Founder and CEO Zhou Jian said that once production passes 10,000 units, one humanoid robot could be manufactured in about 8 minutes. That number should be treated as a scale target rather than a claim that one complete robot is built from zero in 8 minutes. A humanoid like U1 still has to go through many difficult steps before delivery. The frame motor's sensors, skin facial parts software, and safety checks all have to work together. So the real question is not only how fast these robots can be built, but how reliably they can be delivered outside a launch event. By launch day, cumulative orders across online and offline channels had passed 13,361 units. Since pre-orders had already opened earlier in June, this should be understood as total orders by that point, and not all orders placed in one single day. Deliveries are planned to begin on September 16, 2026, with the goal of completing current deliveries within the year. UB Tech introduced U1 in 3 versions instead of one fixed model. The lineup starts with U1 Lite, which is the entry-level semi-torso version priced at 119,800 yuan, or roughly $17,600. This model is made for stationary interaction in places like homes, care spaces, desks, or reception counters, where the robot does not need a full walking body. Above that is U1 Pro, which is the full-body version priced at 169,800 yuan, or roughly $24,000. This version brings the robot closer to human height and makes face-to-face interaction feel more natural. At the top is U1 Ultra, which is the premium, high-dynamic full-body version. The female edition is priced at 880,000 yuan, and the male edition is priced at 990,000 yuan, which puts the highest model in luxury car territory. So, the pricing is not just about small, medium, and large versions. It shows how the U1 series is being split between fixed interaction full-body presence and a far more expensive flagship design. The hardware under U1's skin is built to make the robot feel less rigid and more lifelike during interaction. Its 88 degrees of freedom give the body and face enough moving points for gestures, expressions, and posture changes. A key part of that system is the dual-pivot biomimetic cervical spine. Instead of moving from one stiff neck joint, it gives the head 2 main pivot points, so U1 can turn, tilt, and shift its upper posture with a softer human-like rhythm. The same movement system is described as covering up to 90% of basic human motion. On the outside, silicone skin and expressive facial parts help those movements feel less mechanical. So when U1 looks toward a person who holds eye contact, smiles, or reacts during conversation, the movement is supported by the body design instead of only the voice. On the AI side, U1 is built around an emotion-aware language model for long-term companionship instead of simple command response. The system is meant to follow the flow of a conversation and adjust to the person over repeated interactions. This helps the robot feel less like a voice assistant and more like a familiar presence. It also uses a fast and slow brain setup. The fast layer handles quick replies in about 500 milliseconds, so the conversation does not feel delayed. The slower layer works in the background for deeper reasoning when the interaction becomes more complex. Another realism detail is the expression system, which keeps speech and mouth movement within about 20 milliseconds of delay, because a human-like face can feel unnatural the moment the voice and mouth stop matching. If a humanoid robot could respond in half a second and remember your emotions over time, is that still a robot or something closer to a companion? Share your thoughts in the comments. Beyond fast replies and emotional response, U1 also relies on memory to build continuity with the user. This works through Agent Memory, OS, which is designed to build long-term memory from repeated interaction. In simple terms, the robot can learn habits and routines, as well as preferences and personal details, so each conversation does not feel like starting from zero. Privacy is also part of this design because user data is encrypted and stored locally by default with no required cloud upload. That matters when a companion robot has cameras, microphones, and memory inside personal spaces. U1 also includes a proactive care engine that can begin interaction without waiting for a wake word. So instead of acting only after a command, it can notice the situation around it and start a conversation when support or attention may be needed. This part of the launch connects directly to a bigger problem inside China. The country already has more than 125 million one-person households, and its senior population is growing fast. For a robot like U1, this creates a clear use case beyond luxury homes. Alongside the product, reveal there was also a plan to donate 100 customized U1 series humanoid robots in 2026 for people who may need extra care or daily companionship. These units are meant for older adults living alone and families going through difficult situations. Some customized versions can also use 3D facial reconstruction and voice print-based identity replication to recreate the appearance and voice of selected individuals. That could make the robot feel deeply personal for someone who is lonely or emotionally vulnerable. But it also raises serious questions about privacy consent and emotional dependence. So, this side of U1 shows why companion robots may grow quickly in China and why this technology needs clear limits before it becomes normal in real homes and care spaces. So after seeing everything U1 can do, would you feel excited to live in this future? Or worried about where humanoid robots are heading? Comment below and share your honest opinion. So, the real importance of UWorld U1 is not only that it looks human. The bigger point is that UB Tech is building a full humanoid product line around companionship, memory, emotion-aware AI, lifelike design, and mass production. The robot combines 88 degrees of freedom, a dual pivot biomimetic cervical spine, silicone skin, eye contact, local memory, fast response, sub-20 millisecond lip sync, and an emotional AI model built for long-term interaction. More than 13,000 cumulative orders by launch day show that people are already interested in this category, even before these robots become normal in homes. U1 may not make companion robots mainstream overnight, but the direction is clear. Humanoid robots are no longer being built only for factories and industrial work. UB Tech is now pushing them into homes, care spaces, and personal relationships, where the ability to listen, remember, and respond may become just as important as the ability to move.